Well, better late than never, baby. Welcome, everybody. Welcome all to a continuation of Robbie Jones' Disco Elysium playthrough. Better late than never. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to get started. Let's go. We had like 100 real or something crazy. Something crazy. I forget what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh, was I going over here? I think I was. Oh! Heck yeah, dude. Found extra gloves. Electrochemistry. I don't know about this one. Mr. Dubois. Mr. Dubois. Oh, come on. I'm gonna go ahead and real quick. I'm gonna lower the music a little bit. Hopefully this gets us
Mr.
somewhere.
Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Remember that container I asked you about? Apparently, there's a mega rich light bending guy inside.
Mega rich light bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
He's so rich you could get it anywhere.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich light bending guys.
Kim told me he was there.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light bending mega rich. I have a reputation to protect.
This Magus. It was half Revacholian blood and amassed his wealth using a mysterious bond of nationhood. Yes, for God's sakes, you're a socialist.
You're right, Harry. I am a socialist. I'm going to catch the mega rich guy inside the container and harvest his energy to power the harvest floodlights. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in this container town.
I'm told the Union is involved in this drug trade.
What? Harry!
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
Yes, we will.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Hell yeah.
Nantucket. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Yes, Kim. I opened the door you asked me to. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the...
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
I did go inside. The weasel had a flag of the old River Shoal on his wall.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every night for the downfall of the Union.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Excuse me, guys. Jeez. There was a collection of racist mugs there. I found a similar mug in the trash behind the dead man.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Indeed.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
This weasel might have cleaned up after the killers, though.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right? Of course, Harry. Stoic silence. I like that. Very befitting a police officer. I'm not a real detective.
We're about to lynch it in a strike.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working with. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to
You mean our victim?
a security contractor. Can you imagine that?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Seminary, Saramitsa. You name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
That's messed up.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
They moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
I thought I did.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Interesting.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Wait, hold on.
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
Just a little bit.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Interesting.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Ha.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error? Anyway.
Okay. What about the mercenaries?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
Right?
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
Ah.
These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
That does sound quite unlikely, yes. The big guy leading the scabs at the gate is colossal.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He doesn't fit.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it would probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Interesting.
Wait, the girl by the whirling, who was keeping an eye on you. Is he talking about her?
Better not mention it.
Oh, and she also really likes gardening, I hear. In March? Strange. Anyway, let's move on.
Ah, yes. Titus Hardy?
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear
Jesus
when
Christ.
Titus took the reins and named the
I'm
group
sick or
after
something.
himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting.
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Okay, but can you tell him to help me out?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend.
You can now go and tell Titus about.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
I don't need it.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information.
Sure.
Was there anything else?
Let's just conclude it for now.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your... Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
Damn.
A man of the left. So you have. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm a money engineer. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are. Corrupt scheme, isn't it? Neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me. Yeah, this dude's just in it for himself, like I said before.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm Barry.
And what would isn't?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teeth. There's a nameless
And on
little
roller
street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
What will happen to the current occupant?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. right next to a fancy new youth centre designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Ah,
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
are you 100% sure no one's gonna end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen. We're going to build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez.
Where is this
not just the
place
harbour.
exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills,
Okay,
Harry.
Kim, what do you think about this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martin.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
Fine. I'll do the task. I'll do it.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then
Sure.
I'll know you're a solid socialist.
Alright, well, I met Joyce, though.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances, though.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
Interesting.
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
I told Joyce that we met.
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
You cannot but notice the prospect of you telling Joyce about your conversations is actually pleasing, Everard.
It sounds like you want me to tell her about our conversations.
No, no, Harry. I'm perfectly neutral and 100% for transparency. I know people say a lot of bad things about the Debardairs Union, but we are actually squeaky clean.
Ha 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 ha.
Yes, he really doesn't seem to mind.
Okay, well, let's talk about something else then.
Of course, I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything.
It is rather in to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him right now.
Never mind.
See, just kidding.
Never mind. Jesus. This guy. I hate him. Alright. we got skill points. What are we doing with them? I don't know. I don't know. It's, we got... It's like you're a bit of the normal names of Johnny Normal Cop. Look at you, the extremist of all the cops. He says pretty important things. Either leave it behind and forget about it, or you can utilize your normalcy, internalize it, like a herring-flavored egg, licorice ice cream of your mind. What was this? Hold on. I just have one skill point? I'll save it. I don't need the thoughts just yet. What I need is more money. Let's go take care of that body. Go get that body going. Come on. Maybe not so much. Let's go ahead and get going. Sometime after 21. Understandable. Let's go deal with this freaking thing. Lorry drivers, let's see here. Get this going. Kind of curious on this lady.
The woman still has.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
I was actually hoping you could tell me that. You alright, man?
Never mind. I remember. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
What about the 50s?
The men have a small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Where else would you be then? Well, when else would you be
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sites and cafes are filled with young people. I was on a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Wendero. Until you came along, that is.
Right, well, actually, I'm sorry to interrupt your dreaming.
I was dreaming. I was there. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Interesting.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is the massive colony solar of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory.
Okay.
It's a petrostate, a monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast built to the far right.
Interesting. Okay, well, questions for you. Police question.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds? Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Oh, yeah, okay, well, what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what's in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
I don't think I do know what you mean.
Of course you don't.
I still really don't understand the whole Boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
A boyadero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. People like Manana at the gates have turned it into an ideology of sorts.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
Ah,
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
I think I see where this is going.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not what I thought was going.
You have to understand. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Ah, antagonist.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Could I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Everett sent me.
who the fuck is Irrat?
The union boss?
Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound.
Okay, tell me like this. Are you smuggling drugs?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said you don't know.
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat. The U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
Shut the fuck up. If I had to guess, what do you think?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
Never trust a poet.
Also, he's the only one I can see from him.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Okay, but I didn't ask you about diamonds either.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
Ah, okay. Alright. If you're not involved in the drug tracking, what are you still doing waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree.
Ah, okay.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Almost, Kim. You seemed like you were away earlier. You alright?
She's just a distracted old woman.
So he doesn't think
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case.
Should you drive a
but
lorry if you get
connected
like
to
that?
this woman tuning.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udachnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain, the Transcatolia Magistral, U418, Autostradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
Okay, I'm something of an expert in blacking out myself. You should take care of yourself.
You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
That was all. You can go back to what you were doing now. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Nothing much.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Alright, give me a second. Just 1 second. This should be easy, but just in case.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Start with a little compliment, then work your
You
way
seem
up
like
from
a
there.
really
This is
successful
about
entrepreneur.
business.
Oh, okay.
Think of it as an
But why,
investment.
officer? An investment?
It's an investment
What kind
in
of
me.
investment?
I'm a policeman. It's an investment in good relations. I'm not going to confiscate this humanitarian aid you're reselling.
Ha! That! You drive a hard bargain, officer. I respect that. Okay. What's it going to cost me? Be reasonable.
1 million real.
Officer, do I look like a drug lord? I don't have that kind of money. Be reasonable here.
10 real.
Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull. A kid watching out of a window describing things going by. He doesn't like it too much, but what do you do?
Kim made me upset. I just load it back, see if there's somewhere that won't hate me.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Start.
Oh, an investment? What kind of investment?
It's good relations. Investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man. Investment in me, a highly
I
experimental.
guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here?
10 real.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
Alright. Well, thank you. What's all this?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Composure. What
The
are
speakers
these?
below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
I'll take them.
Super cool.
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands.
I want the sneakers.
Junk is yours, officer. Happy listen.
I want better frickin' shoes, man. These things suck. What do these even do? Composure? +1 to composure. Reaction speed. There we go. Now we're looking a little better, aren't we? I need a hat.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Alright, let's see here. Composure. Let's see here. Composure. Composure. Composure.
The shine on this.
No, it was conceptualization. Fuck. Conceptualization. Let's see here. Conceptualization.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts.
There we go.
Oh, very interesting.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and alright. But these actually make your
Wow, officer. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real.
Ah,
The
okay.
lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrow.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Okay, well, I'll just take I'll take this one
Man who-
and this one.
And practical, officer. Good choice.
Abort.
Damn.
It's going to be
No, you are definitely not buying those.
You're right, I'm too sensible.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Nah. A hat. +1 to perception, it helps. It helps, I look like a bookie now. Flip up auditor. Inland Empire. Interesting. Let's see here. Let me see.
Hello, hello. Let me
There's something
let
I'd
me
like
have
to
a look.
sell.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
This freaking thing. I don't even know where to get it from. Oh my... Dude, it's 30! 30, I get 30 real from that. That's perfect. Why is the rifle... I just... Hold on one second. Let me check something real quick. I want to make sure it's not needed for a quest. Hold on. Hold on one sec. This scream at me. Meow. Oh. Let's see here. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not... Let me see here. Yeah, was there an item? Let's see. Uses, just to sell them. That's literally all they're for, is for selling. Interesting.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing
Ah,
at
okay,
another
well,
time.
never mind
man.
then. Never mind, never mind. Jeez. Why you gotta be like that, man? Ugh. Gosh. Anything else, I wonder? There's supposedly a lady washing clothes. Hey, hold on one sec. What is your problem? I don't know. I just shut that door. Come here. Look. There you go. Happy? Yep. I knew it. You're happy. There's food in your bowl. What's your problem? Baby? All right. Let's see. Supposedly, somewhere. I wonder, can I talk to her
You're
again?
back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
Could use a coat like
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some
I spoke with the
nothing like
lawyer.
talk on the contrary, officer. There is
They must have someone in an overlook position near the gates.
I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects.
Okay, alright. Let's see. Overlook position. Go in here real quick. I was already in here though, that's the problem. In here. What's this? Ooh! Let's see.
What happened here?
And for closing an apartment with a hole in
It
the
will
wall.
still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Indeed.
Yes, indeed. Wonder here. What's going on?
You hear someone, a porg.
Do I have a door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
It's generally easier.
Right. Do I have to? No, I guess you don't have to. I'm sorry, ma'am. Forgive me. Okay, let's see here. Let me try these checks again with Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material, you dipshit.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
You can't do that, Kuno.
You pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
I found a plate covered with powder.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Lightning too, wouldn't you?
What was that with
You
the pig
feel
head?
Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a...
Trying to send a message.
Yeah, both of you.
Really pleased with himself right now.
What's with the tube of Magnum Kuno?
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's the Mac. Need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day. Rips Mag like a motherfucking battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use you, Kuno.
I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this pig completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Damn.
But Cult Pig don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't...
Hear that? Easy. That's what you're lacking. Yes, and it's critical.
Mag
Look,
it up.
You need to get
magnesium-based life form.
Yes. If you...
Hell yeah. Interact. Okay.
A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. You're compelled to point out that there's nothing fruity about cinnamon. It's a spice, derived tree bark.
Okay.
Can a used wrap? Good question. There is no drawn by regret. Before you hurt yourself with a Tutti Frutti wrapper, you carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, do I have anything that gives me better empathy? Anything at all? Anything that could give me better empathy? This thing. This one increases my empathy. Authority, logic, esprit de corps, savoir-faire, action speed, suggestion. Let me just...
Fuck, does Kuno care?
I don't know.
What's good?
Don't matter. It don't matter. It's gonna... I'm good rolls only. Good rolls only, guys. I need to see what's up with Kuno. I can't just let this go. I'm never gonna win it. I'm not gonna sit here putting points. I'm not gonna sit here putting points into it forever. We're just gonna see what Kuno has to say.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's good?
Come on, let's see what Kuno has to say. I know it's not that hard.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's going on? Like...
Alright, load. Let's see here. What does Kuno have to say about empathy?
What's...
Come on.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Hold on.
Fuck about it. You're
Get lost.
What's going on?
Come on.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's going...
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's...
I ain't ever gonna frickin' put points into empathy for
Fuck,
this.
does Kuno care?
What's going...
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's going...
I'll do this for an hour, dude. I want to see what happens.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's going...
Let me just see what happens real quick. Real quick. Is there really nothing? This one increases my empathy. There's nothing I have here that increases empathy? Or am I wearing it already? There's nothing that's taken it away, is it? Reaction speed, electrochemistry. Quick save.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Alright, empathy.
What's going...
Let me just... Come on. What up? Where is empathy? Okay, that's the highest I can have it.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Come on.
What's go?
I want to see.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's go?
Alright, I'm gonna try 5 more times. If we don't get it. And then I'll just move on. So
Fuck, does
1.
Kuno care?
What's
That's 1. We got 2.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
what's
This is the 3rd try. 3rd
Fuck,
try.
does Kuno care?
what's go?
Now we got number 4 coming up. This is gonna be number 4. And then we'll
Fuck,
see
does
what.
Kuno care?
This is the 4th.
What's go?
Okay. This is gonna be the last time.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's go?
Okay, I'm gonna try one more. I just.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
What's going? Like
It's not gonna work. I put tabs into empathy, but it ain't gonna work. Alright, let me just. You've got 1 bullet. Alright, let me just quick save again. Anything that gives us bonuses to composure. Check these out.
there, he still is, looking right through you, with his
Endurance, let's see. +1. Or anything that takes away from it. Nope.
There, he still is.
Please?
Looking right through you. This.
You've waited long enough.
There, he still is.
Come on.
There, he still is. Looking.
Jeez, this shouldn't take more than 5. Come on.
There, he still is. Look. There, he still is. The smell. Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Until a pool of vomit. The smell of Commodore Red.
Keep
Fucking
it.
corpse.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia if you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used. If she doesn't have any, they might.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Ah, okay. Well, what if I just wanna, you know, go for it?
There, he is, looking right through you, with his white eyes. The smell is repulsive.
Oh.
You feel it until the smell of
Keep it. It's not. The hangover is clearly making the. Sure you do. You just. If you can handle that young woman. If she.
Acquiring a.
Interesting, okay. Let me just load real quick. Let me see if I can just go up to her and ask. That's a possibility, right? She just has smelling salts.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting? I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could.
Even a mod? Yeah. I went to law school.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school. Okay.
The cold look in. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl.
Yeah, it won't. Makes me think that it's like a hard code.
There, he still is. Look, as you breathe
Oh
in,
my god, it
the
did!
odor
I
comes
did a
over
good
you.
job.
It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them, delicate and fragile. They feel these are clearly not boots. They're armor.
They're just armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Tell me about the armor.
It's clearly some manner of super armor or future armor.
Yeah, useless.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real?
Not too much, yes.
I need to hustle more and hate less. Wonder.
It's a sorry situation, I agree.
How could a man afford such expensive hardware, though?
Looks like he worked for a private contractor, like Evrard told us. Wealthy, with state ties. This is way above what we have.
A small bell-like sound fills the air. Like tap, the pry bar in your hand is itching for some action. The metal connects with the same ding. The only difference is a barely audible click underneath.
Did you hear that? This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
I do.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
The serial number.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Pull the boot
The
off.
stench fills your nostrils.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull it.
Brutal!
Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why?
You're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Not a homo.
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the coroner's...
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
Ah.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Are we not detectives? Or maybe clues inside the boot?
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Ah.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Right.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers.
What's gonna happen to the boot?
Feels
Oh,
nice.
okay, got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Sure.
The cadaver slowly...
Inspect the
The
body.
hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used
Hello?
for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
It was okay. Wasn't too bad.
The school was okay, the work
Yep.
was okay.
Yeah.
Then you
here we go. That's a little better. Alright.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Sorry, on the phone call with my dad. Can't really stream that, kind of private, but... Yep. Apparently this is a reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
By they want reinforces steel wiring. They do Hardy Boys.
Right now, everything seems to fit their confession.
Sure want them to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How'd they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
They climb using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Alright.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
Tattoos.
Limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle the
Is it
skin.
a map
The
of the night
concentration
sky?
is highest around.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
Ah.
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist, and he takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed.
Let
A
the
small
lieutenant
lens-
work.
Shit, Kuno!
An instant color camera.
Metal capped ampules and clicks them into place to set the apparatus.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Non-flammable.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
It contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Now, if you could find someone to decipher it.
Can I have it?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Okay, look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. These eyes used to be blue, baby blue. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode. The corpse looks right.
Hold on. Inland Empire. Let's see here. We got anything cool? Yes. That definitely helps.
The man before you is naked, but
I'm gone.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west.
Who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who are you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer. Go ahead, Cobbo.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
Talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions.
Here you go, you loony.
My name Rooney? No, why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
I hate you, you stink in your boy.
Do I remind you of someone?
Shut up.
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure I got out of that one, Coppolini? Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Hey, alright. How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver?
Hold on.
We might...
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Squid, take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Okay, alright. His face and hands are pink, thighs are too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
Beaten up, you see bruises, see the bruises?
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Could be he was moved after death, too.
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Something's coming out of him, though.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
About a pound.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Goddamn. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe.
I think he's dead. He's beaten up, yeah.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I do think he's dead.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
The world no longer stores his personality and its composition. There was a time for that, but it ended 7 days ago.
That sounds about right, yes.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver.
Of course. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No. You're not a Harry either. Come back later.
Alright, preliminary investigation.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see.
Yeah, now we're talking.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
Maybe it's better not.
What else can we do?
Yeah, we should shoot him down.
He breathes out
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
silence and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it, partner.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements.
God damn it.
A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow Stess was the wrong choice. His shoulders were...
Fucking idiot! Mookabata!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno said he...
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break any more mistakes. I have to say, it's...
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Can I have the gun?
It's bad as it is. Go ahead. I'm not...
This is the so...
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika! Take
Fill the
it,
way
shoot yourself!
The cold piece of bacon.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
The buckle comes in.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Your field, the slow move.
Look, he's crying! You gonna cry now? Fuck or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck? Do it! Set me free!
Don't.
Do it! Put it right here, Mulka! Right here!
intense shit, Copper.
Could waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic!
Hold on. A quick save. Hand-eye coordination. I need that. Let's see here. Go.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of...
I'm gone. In the... I'm a killer. Go ahead. What do you... It's you... Go ahead. Because you're lost. Because... Here you go. Because... Fuck. That's right. Do I...
A giant born with more...
No, not quite. You sure I got at it? Come back late.
As you narrow, this is only the lower extremities.
I see.
The monster.
So, what do you think? Agreed. Especially on... There's always a chance. We should check... I agree.
He's
totally dead. That sounds about right.
The pool...
The victim...
The fucky...
Talking about...
Maybe. I do.
Stop.
It means you fuck...
But there is no breath to catch.
Go ahead and quick save real quick.
The man before you is naked, but for a...
Of course. Come back.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists.
Yep.
The The steel reinforced.
He doesn't.
The cadaver.
An acrobatic maneuver would solve this situation. Nothing can go wrong.
I have thought of that, yes. But the tire tracks would comp. Also, my MC has a sloped roof. It's a sports model. The roof is slippery. An all-around bad platform to stand on. How about I take you, piggyback?
The fuck are these?
Are they bank or something? Oh, it's fucking boring, Kuno. Wish they'd fuck already.
Pig, why you gotta disrespect my girl?
Fuck that banana boyka in the ass.
I wasn't actually implying I would.
It's a fucking hilarious idea. You two puskapas.
In silence, the lieutenant gives you a meaningful glance.
Can't someone else do
Someone
it?
else?
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the booze?
Can't the boys from processing
don't
take
they?
care of
No.
this?
Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew. They know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the... I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down,
We
fast.
could saw the branch.
Climb up there and...
It seems unclimbable, cause the ladder is treacherously rotten. But you could use your hands and feet to reach around the tree, then hang.
Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. Clown
Why?
cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children report corpse mutilation.
Fuck yeah.
See, you're only making them do those things less.
Yes, we should
Yeah.
use acrobatics as the very last option.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring multiparts I've ever seen.
You could ask for help.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case.
I would really prefer if there was another way.
Let's reconsider
But
this.
what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Shoot him down.
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch.
Where the buckle.
That's a good spot to aim.
Where?
Yeah, now
They'll miss. The pigs will miss, Kuno.
Wait, let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Moon juice.
Silence. With and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. Securing it, that's a keel A9. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking...
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements.
God damn it.
A lot of things were wrong with that shot.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man. Try again, maybe.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno...
The lieutenant doesn't say a word.
No, we are lucky as it is. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate
What?
position with the locals.
What
We
now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Can I have the gun?
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punk. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
This is the son...
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka.
The cold piece of
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
the buckle comes.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Your field of view narrows. The slow movement of the branch in
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
There we go.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench. The buckle comes. Why don't you just shoot yourself in the mouth? The cold piece of branch in the 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 branch in the
RCM, baby, RCM. How did I do that? You're just laughing now, you little shit.
You, Kurpale!
Alright, how...
Ace is high.
The Ace is High, a custom invented. The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation.
I knew these guys were f***ed.
Kuno cracks with laughter.
I knew they sucked.
We will perform a field autopsy and...
Slumped on the ground like...
The stench is getting bad. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. I need a little... Yes. The 4 phases of a murder... I'm satisfied. 2. Initial exam. 3. Field autopsy.
The fucking
Cops are gonna...
4 and final. Transport of the coroner's case to the district morgue. I'll do that. God, it stinks. No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From crime scene to autopsy to cleanup, we do it all. An honor and a burden. With shooting like that, of course you are. Your station would not have assigned you to this case otherwise. I would suggest we interview Everard and Joyce, the leader of the union and the Wild Pines rep, but we've already done that.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eye. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Muindi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the third...
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take... That's right.
Open your ledger.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
That's you.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings.
KK57.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
And what would that make the alphanumeric? I do. KK57-05. Next. NA. NA. Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. He nods.
Meow? Meow. Hi, buddy. What's up? Meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Muindi, the pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK57 05.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire, if you are to keep them for yourself, as you...
The boot has a serial number. It's E50. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It's rich. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is... Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
Men for high velocity. Okay.
Ligature mark. Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Yeah, good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. We need to cut the belt to see.
See?
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now. Like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose. After some snap.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature. Chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact.
No!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable.
The dead man's penis is average sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The
back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
We have a real museum here. Last item, hands.
The hand feels heavy, filled with decay liquids. Like it's ready to explode if squeezed hard.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal examination.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have any?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins.
Yeah, Jack!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging.
No scream, no sigh of it's hard. You taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little. Inside, you see darkness. Just
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, NA. Ah, are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, NA. Unless you have untapped reservoirs of...
reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet. Gastrointestinal.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list?
Descriptions of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and...
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Nothing. Just in case. Head, chest and scalp bite mark injuries. And your opinion, officer? Fatal injury by seagulls? Yes, it's... That's right. So, has confessed to causing it at maximum
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones
Non-fatal.
Right. Next, a dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
Why do you say that? Is it the seagull murder again, or are you serious?
I'm serious. I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
I would tie his hands and march him to the gallows.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this...
How did
it
it
was
go?
An irregular field autopsy. We did not... We also requested a toxic... We were thorough with the list of injuries. I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
You tilt your head. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Let me go ahead and quick save. Perception. I can put my points into perception.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Let's see here.
Your arm reaches out.
What's this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, they are swollen. Only the thing you're looking for. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around. The tongue, can you feel it? You're so close. A vision of black and dark red death. You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
Kuno is side. A black trickle of liquid runs. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. What?
The fuck? Ah, shit, see?
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's the lieutenant answers with this.
Fucking cavity, see?
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges. You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp. The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist.
Fucking beautiful!
A bullet.
Right.
The bullet falls.
A non-caliber. Rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact. Of course, you deserve it. We need to add an item to the injury list. High velocity. Temporary.
I wonder if I can do that with a little bit different of a roll, so I don't gotta use 3 freaking.
The man is decomposing visibly now. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. You run your.
Let me see. Load. Take these off.
The man is The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. You run.
Damn. I'm probably gonna have to put a couple points in, but I don't want to put 3. That's a little too much. Just save real quick.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. You run.
Why did I not do anything?
Yes?
Let me see here.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. You run.
Damn. Want to do it. Come up. Jesus. I mean, I already put 1 point in perception. I'm fine with that.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses
Come
and
on,
takes
we
a
can
deep
do this.
breath. You run your hands over the victim. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
All right, let's see. One more.
You run.
I lied. Not one more.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. You run.
I wonder how long it would take me. At 17% chance.
The lieutenant adjusts
That's less
his
than 1 in
glasses
5.
and takes a deep breath. You run your hands over. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. You run.
Come on. I could do this. Come on.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Let's get it. Come on.
You run.
Is there anything I could do, like where? Like this should increase my perception. this increases perception. That's nice. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's take these off. Yep, hold on. There we go, that's
The
a little
man
better.
the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
There we go.
You run your hands. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. You run your...
Load it.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. Your arm reaches out.
What's this? What's this right here?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, they are swollen shut. Only the little one fits.
The fuck is...
The thing you're looking for, you pick it between your fingers. The mess is even larger than your... The oral cavity is cold and moist. The tongue, can you feel a vision? You see an abrasion collar.
Abrasion collar.
Kuno is a black trick. Your index.
Ah, shit, see?
The basal ganglia. This man, your yellow fingers slide into the room. The lieutenant answers.
Fucking...
Your fingers ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut. There's the object.
We have the makings.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pig is wearing him like a fuck puppet.
There we go. Awesome.
You pick the object between the inside of the head with a plop.
A bullet.
The bullet.
A non-caliber. Of course. We need to add an high velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds like heaven.
Opinion, fatal injury. And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
It was all
Yes,
treason.
and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There have been other signs too.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they shot him while they hanged
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things here.
Maybe the bullet
Yes,
holes were.
we should take a closer look.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon.
Oh, you really do. We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him. Work on the case. I'll leave that choice to you.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Right. Alright, let me go ahead and quick save. I want to try to get these boots.
The man is The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep...
I thought we decided...
Damn it. Okay. So you can sneak out of your room, maybe, after he's gone to sleep.
I thought we decided...
Damn it. Okay. So you can sneak out of your room, maybe, after he's gone to sleep.
All right.
There goes. Oh, well. In another life.
I will need a little help carrying him.
No, not the boots. Not the boots. I want the boots. Kuno's electricity. Yeah.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the you wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle.
What? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that if we find who owns it, in conclusion, the more we know.
The jacket of the... You can just about... It's quite destroyed.
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading...
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol have...
Even the RCM uses ordinary and jacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
A rifle. Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks... The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle. Incidentally, you have... No, but antiques enthusiast...
What are you thinking? Bullet? Okay. And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere. Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzleloaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International.
Worth what?
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Well-armed Jamrock bangers started crossing over. Yep. I think we're looking for an antique enthusiast.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next, okay. And an antique. Sure, there's some...
Prohibiting.
Imagine, but back to the investigation. Let's find out. Next step. Okay.
Let's see.
An antique. Sure, there's some new...
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement.
Imagine if everyone... But back to the investigation. Let's find out.
Let me see here.
Okay. An antique. I have to have some new...
Prohibiting peacetime...
Imagine if everyone... But
Same
back to the
thing.
Let's find out.
Right.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise.
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on... However, we'll need act...
The youth, it's going to be awfully close.
Is this what I studied law for? Let's go up here. Is this what I studied law for? I should have gotten a key.
The door is closed. There is...
We should come back in the morning.
Right. Okay. Understandable.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
The breath catches in his chest.
Do you have money tonight? Too bad.
Here comes a layup.
But you know what? You're in luck, because you don't have to ever pay me again. Not at all, officer. It's true. You don't have to give me any money at all. If you want a room, yes, you'll need to pay me, but you don't have to just give me money. Giving me money for a room is your choice.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
You want a free place to sleep? Fine. You've already unlocked your new room. The trash container outside.
The lieutenant, the time is now. Hobocop life. Here we come.
This is the night of the hobo cop.
I don't care what you do. Sleep in the trash or pay for a room. I don't care anymore. Right, well, there you are. Now,
Hobo cop. Hobo cop. Let's see here.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
I'm gonna quick save real quick
The
to see what
trash-
happens
the
if I
smell
do
of
hobo
rotten
cop.
food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The smell of rotten food rises up at you as you climb inside the trash container. The lieutenant averts. His gaze is focused on something nebulous in the far distance, on nothing in particular. He nods, absent-minded.
Me too.
With effort.
Good night, detective.
He is as silent as the night. Darkness engulfs you. The stink of rot nearly knocks you out. For a minute, you can smell cigarette smoke wafting in from outside. Then this is where you belong.
Jeez.
Disgraced cop sleeps in trash. A deranged law official was found sleeping.
That's funny. That's funny. That's real funny. Jesus. God. Getting fucked up. Alright, everybody. Well, sorry for the late start tonight. But I think I'd much rather spend my skill points. Let's see, ace is high. Temporary. Indirect modes of taxation, kingdom of consciousness. Right. Okay. So supposedly there's a lady who does laundry.
A crumpled, the sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock. Judging by the size of the impact, these look like the same. Side slip. The black
Wonder.
The panel served.
Broken
The vehicles-
posts.
The sign, the Samaran Butter billboard, still looks fresh within the past. Still speeding? There are two good candidates. The Caprice 40, it's about the right size. And the tire, the Caprice 40, very sturdy, but the lean, you'd have to follow the tracks to the lieutenant.
Any theories about what happened here? What kind of car do you think it was? That's quite likely, from what I can tell. Oh. I suppose that narrows it down.
Interesting. I wonder.
A couple of indicate this panel. You pull the lever, or nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality? You pull, nothing. Nothing happened. A spring brings the lever back. Wasn't there a sign of...
Come on, man. Functionality.
The worn and beaten.
We can sit on benches after.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to.
Let's see here. Well, let me see here. Locked. Understandable. It is almost midnight.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember...
You know, there might be other places to sleep on this coast. You'll find one eventually.
Right. Go to the balcony.
Yes? Yes?
Okay, I guess he doesn't want to talk to me. Goodbye, Kim. I will take those boots. Gotta go grab these boots. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. Quick save. I want these frickin' boots.
The man is decomposing visibly now. The body,
Whoa. Yeah, fuck it to...
it's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the... It feels like... Just relax. This is easy. This is happening. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off.
Look, he's skinning the fucker up. Hell, keep...
The legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do... Yes, these absolutely... Didn't the Whirling have a kitchen?
Interesting. Very nice. The Whirling in Rags as a kitchen.
This industrial getting the corpse residue out of these boots is a commercial pot. There is a... It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. The delicious smells of All right now, chef. Light up the stove and the strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human, just like beef stew. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears in a pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Interesting. I wonder what Kim will say to authority. Very nice. Very nice.
The door is closed.
Interesting. What is this?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's been
Encyclopedia. I guess we'll put some more into encyclopedia.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely...
Save game. Let's see here.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It belongs...
There we
Things
go.
were good. It was smooth, forever shot. If it doesn't draw out of the
very
dazzling
nice.
swirl of disco music, the click, sometimes, everyone... There is a vast... You have some understand. It doesn't have to be. This is not the cleanest. That soap scum smell. It smells like the bathtub. The water is only lukewarm, but still come. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your... You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. Then, your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. Your fingers... The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes...
Interesting. What is all of this? Ah!
The window stands broke. The morning light... The fan stands still. The switch must be broken, because the lights are on. The fan stands... The lights...
There you go.
The bed is still cold from the...
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken...
Here we are again, my broken bud. The way you're not... It's your...
That pain, but this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it.
You had your chance, Harry boy. You're just stuck here. In the hot helmet.
Thou art honorable. Women. It's the women.
What do you think?
Letty.
But it never...
Open your eyes. Jeez. And it's 7 a.m. He got like 7 hours of sleep. That was me. That is me, basically. Damn. Items. Oblong pen. Let's see here. Conceptualization.
An intricate web. It's still kind of gone for you, someone.
Interesting. It should be Wednesday by now, if it was Monday when we started.
The door.
Who is it?
Tired. Somewhere. Not far from here. The...
Alright. Hello, Kim. Alright. Alright, everybody. I believe it is time to unfortunately end the stream tonight. We're past our scheduled time, and I do have work in the morning. So, I will say, there's a lot of... I still gotta figure out a way to play this game on stream, because before it's like, I'm just reading, you know? Like, read. But now... I feel like I can't just read, you know. Like I gotta do something. So I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna say the options, you know, like I was trying to do. I think I'm just gonna like speak and narrate. I think that's probably gonna be my best option because I like this game. It's nice. I like that everybody else enjoys it. You know, I enjoy it too. It's a nice game, but not much you can really do. It's mainly just personal story stuff. So, definitely like an old school RPG where it's mostly reading, giving context. Because I'm clicking on everything, you know, real quick. Because I read it that quick, but I'm pretty sure nobody else did. So like I'm reading this, like, yep, this, boom, 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 boom. I'm sorry if that was a little like aggravating watching this, but I mean, I knew pretty much what it said and just kind of made a decision. So sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I was just getting. It's a lot of reading to do, but it's fun. I like it. But that being said, as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, please drop a follow to get notified when I go next live. You can also look at my schedule. Do not always adhere to that, unfortunately, but that is the whole idea. Thing goes perfectly. You're going to get 3 streams a week from me. It's going to be 8 to 11 is the planned time. Sometimes we go a little bit over. Normally we don't end early unless there's some kind of problem, but you know, like I always say, I had fun. I hope that you had fun. And enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye for now.